Okay, so I went to the hardware store yesterday. That was Friday. Yesterday, and right now, what you're seeing there is Saturday. Saturday 24th. Yeah, but I went to the hardware store yesterday and I purchased all the lumber for framing up my um, small office that I'm going to build, me and me alone. Yeah, this is Adil. He's just helping me out. He helped me to carry all the lumber. I carried all this lumber on my truck. Yeah, I took about 3 trips carrying all this lumber, and right now, Saturday morning, we start to do some work. It's about 7:30 right now, a.m. The sun just coming up. I just started cutting the lumber. Yeah, right now Adil was basically doing out most of the marking for me, and he's going to continue doing most of the marking for me. Right now I'm just positioning this speed square to make sure that I cut straight. I'm using the speed square as a gauge to keep the saw in line with the wood, just line it up so that I cut it straight. Yeah, but I'm cutting at the main studs, and what I'm doing, I'm separating the first piece, because you see, when you buy the main studs are going to be 8 feet high. So I bought 16 feet lengths and I'm cutting them in half. Well, basically 8 feet, but I'm separating it right now, because separating the other piece because another little piece may have to be cut out from it as well.
Everything I do is wrong. Wanting me to slow down. No, I work hard, cause everything I do.
Basically, for the whole morning, we continued marking and cutting every piece needed, every major piece needed for the framing of those boards. And unfortunately, I had to stop recording because I needed to shift the camera around too often for me to get other key areas, which was definitely going to slow me down. So I had to stop recording at this time. When all the cutting was done, we were able to frame up most of the frame sections for one side of the building. We actually finished work when the sun basically went down. Yeah, and it was a fun time, learning new things and working together.
Cause everything I do is for the Lord. Work hard, work hard. Yeah, I work hard.
Hey, what's up, people? For those of you who have been waiting patiently for me to start building my little office, I started yesterday. Today is Sunday. Yeah, I couldn't record because if I were to stop and record, I would never reach where I wanted to reach. So what I've done, let me just show you guys. Alright, so first of all, I believe I bought all the wood needed for the frame. And what I did for half of the day yesterday is I cut all the pieces of wood that I'm going to need. I properly calculated it, well, of course, from my plan, because I expect to be following a plan. Always ensure that you have a plan. This is my plan. For you can remember me doing my plan. For you haven't seen the video where I was basically doing my sketch, I'll leave a link in this video here for you all to check it out. But this is my plan. So I've cut it up all the members. That's basically I don't know for whoever that can understand that, but this is my plan. Right now, I practically complete this entire thing, which is basically going to be the side wall of this area right here, and I complete this one. But I have cut up all the wood. It's just a matter of putting them all together. Yeah, it was tough. I'm basically using 2x4, 4x4, and I'm using 2x6 for for the headers. The headers are basically the lintel over the windows. So yeah, this is basically what I have here. Let me just show you guys. Yeah, so I cut all the wood, and then I battened practically most of this yesterday, and I just finished putting them together just a while ago before I take the camera. Yeah, so now I'm going to need quite a few guys to come and help me to lift this up and put this in position. As you can see, I have one plate down, which is going to be my base plate. I'm basically going to put two pieces of wood at the bottom and two at the top. The reason I'm putting two at the bottom is because the anchor bolts, the anchor bolts is too long, because I didn't get the proper size anchor bolts, and the fact that it's extruding so high above the ground and the threading is so short. If I were to put one board, then I will not be, if you watch carefully, if you watch properly, the threading is right there. See that space here? I'll not be able to screw down all the way to this single board. So the main reason that I'm putting two is best so that I'll be able to screw down on this single board. Well, it enabled me to buy extra wood, but that's not a problem. Yeah, it's within budget. Yeah, so the reason why I take so long to show you guys this progress here is because I wanted to make sure that I have enough cash to purchase all the pieces of wood for the frame, you know. So I want to put up all the frame one time. I don't end up putting up one side and then wait another whole month or so before I get the cash to put up the other side. I want to make sure that I can put up all the four sides. Well, actually I have 1 2 3 4 5 sides, 6 sides, because I have 2 extra sides there. Yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah, so that practically took me the whole day yesterday, and I started working at 7 a.m. in the morning. Me and me alone. Well, I had Adi helping me out to help me to cut the wood and so on. Certain little things slow me down throughout the day, but all in all, I've completed now. Sunday afternoon after I came from church, I come and I do the little rest for this first side. Basically the first side taking 2 windows. As you can see, those 2 little openings there are 2 windows, you know. Yeah, somebody passed and to me, boy, you building that with plenty wood. And yeah, I know I build it with a lot of wood, and the reason I build it with a lot of wood is because I want it to be up. What I was really saying is that the reason I did not I put a lot of wood is because I have intention of maybe putting it upstairs, depending on how much cash I have flowing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I just got a call which cut me off. I'm not even sure where I was, but anyway, yeah, so that's basically the progress. I don't have anybody to help me with the camera, and I know, and I really have much space on my camera to really record so much. But yeah, basically what I've done here is first of all I mark off my top and my bottom plate together. I put them together and I mark them off so that all of them is well marked off, you know. I drill the hole for the bottom plate to match the holes for the anchor bolts right there, so that I can fit in there and I can properly tighten it and fasten it. I'll also nail them in, you know, and I'm using 3.5-inch nails, which is the nails they normally call 16 penny nails. The downside to the nails that I'm using is that, you see that, they're not coated nails, so they rust very fast. But anyway, so yeah, so that's an update, people. I'll definitely update all you as soon as I get more work done, and hoping that I can get somebody to help me film. That's the next challenge. Yeah, you see, I'm the only one doing that, so if I had somebody recording, then I wouldn't have to stop to record and start and stop and start and stop and then shift the camera in different areas. But then if I have to do that, it's going to waste all my time. And as you can see, some areas are wet. I don't know if you observed that but some areas are a little wet. That's because it rained last night. It's a good thing I had that tarpaulin over the entire thing, so most of the thing didn't get wet, because as I tell you, the nails, they're rusting out really fast. Yeah, so anyway, stay up to date, keep on watching. Probably I'll put more footage in this video, so it depends on what I get done. Yeah, so this is just framing my wooden office. side. Okay guys, I put up, I called the neighbor gave me help just to put up this thing. I thought this thing was going to be very heavy, but we managed to do it. Yeah, so one side of this building is up. Hey people, one side of this building is up, and this is basically it. Yeah, I wish I had a lot more footage for you guys, but let me just show you guys. So everything is up and I plumb it, but then the only thing I seen is error. I'm not sure if all you can actually see what I'm going to show you guys, but if all you can just watch this area here. You see this? See this? My hand stopping right there. This is, you seen it? Right, you see how this thing is overlapping? No, it's only overlapping on the end, only because of the last two bolts. This is a bolt there. I got an extra washer so that it will be fit a little bit tighter, and then only on those two bolts here that's overlapping. By the time it gets right here, then it comes flush. See this? Then it comes flush from by about the fourth stud. So what I have to do is I don't know how this thing went off. I don't know if my hood shift without I knowing, but what I have to do to correct this is I'm going to remove this. I'll have to replumb on this side, obviously. I'm going to remove those nuts. I'm going to drill a hole right against this nut here with my drill, trying not to damage the nut. Drill a small hole, remove this, drill a small hole in here and dig it out. So then this on both nuts, so then this will be able to send back in and be level once again with the others, because I really can't. Yeah, so that it be level with the rest. And you see this? See how it just goes down, just making this area coming off. I really need to get this fixed, so I definitely have to get this fixed. I don't know how, but I will definitely get it fixed. So that's about it for this video, guys. This is basically putting up one side framing for my small office. For the rest of the week, I'm going to be working on that. I took some leave so that I could work on this project. Yeah guys, I don't know what the time is right now. Let me see if I could see the time. Yeah, it's 6:15 right now. It's already dark out. You know, when it's nearing the end of the year, the sun goes down quite fast. So yeah, I'm quite satisfied so far. You know, it's a little bit work. That's day number 2 actually. Today's Sunday and that's day number 2. Yeah, and I'm satisfied. So stay tuned, people. Yeah, this is me building my own office so that I could start off a new business. This is an investment right there. Yeah, and if you're interested in topics where, you know, I have another YouTube channel where I share on personal development, finance and money related issues. I also touch on some spiritual growth. You know, I do a few vlogs and so on. I'll put a link for this YouTube channel. You also see this link in the description below. So if you're interested in checking this out, and of course just feel free to subscribe to there and subscribe to this channel. Yeah, this is me framing up my building. Sorry I couldn't show you guys so much footage because, you know, as I say, if I just had a camera guy, I was hoping to have a camera guy with me this weekend, but fortunately the camera guy couldn't make it, and I didn't want to wait for the camera guy before I start off on that project, because I want to make sure that I use up all the time that I have working on this project. Anyway, so take it easy guys. See you guys in the next one.